Hey there, Dr. Steve Edlane, and I wanted to welcome you to the video today. So if you like this video, please feel free to make some comments down below, and also ring the bell, subscribe, so you get some my future videos also. So today, I want to talk about the clinical management of autoimmunity. So I have a full practice here of lots of different autoimmune cases, especially Hashimoto's, celiac, rheumatoid, arthritis. Those are probably the three biggest ones that I see. And the whole goal of management, how am I managing people with these conditions? And there's so many people that don't know they have autoimmune conditions because most of this stuff is silent for years and years and years. And then, boom, it rears its ugly head. And you're hoping it doesn't rear its ugly head at a younger age than older, but when it does, sometimes it can get ugly. So what we want to do, the whole goal is to try to get you into as much of a remission as possible so you have many more good days and bad days, and help prevent relapses. And that's the whole thing that we see. There's just so many ups and downs with autoimmune conditions. So you just feel cruddy. You might feel good for a little bit, and then bad, and up and down, and all over the darn place. And sometimes it's just miserable for them to function. So we want to try to get you into remission as much as possible. So how do we do that? We have to start looking deep. Number one, what stage of autoimmunity are you in? Are you in a silent stage? You might be producing antibodies. Let's say for your thyroid, TPO antibodies, you might be producing antibodies, but you're not symptomatic, and your TSH is normal. Well, guess what? You're autoimmune, but you're silent. All right. If that TSH starts increasing and elevating, you're probably going to start getting thyroid symptoms, sluggish, insulin resistant, and can't keep the weight off. Hands and feet are cold all the time. Your skin is brittle, hair is falling out. All those different thyroid symptoms, and just aren't feeling good and tired and fatigued all the time. It's huge symptoms for those people. One for celiac, sometimes the celiac is just diarrhea, or common, more common, we'll see different types of neurological issues, fatigue, anemia issues with that too. There's different tests that we use, like the wheat zoomer test. I love for celiac because it not only checks your transglutaminase markers, but it also checks transglutaminase 3 and 6. So we want to make sure your skin, you're not producing autoimmunity to the skin and to the brain also. So that's a very important test. It also checks for wheat germ agglutination. Those are positive. You want to stay off lectins. It also checks for intestinal permeability. If there's a problem with that, we want to heal your barrier systems for sure. Okay, so we do a lot of different testing in there. But we want to look at stages. Are you silent? Are you moderate? Are you severe with symptoms? Then we have to look into testing, like for food sensitivity testing. It's absolutely crucial you have your food sensitivity testing done so we can see what foods that you can eat and what you can't. What that means is if you're something that tests positive, that means your immune system sees it creates havoc, like, hey, don't eat that. Because if you do eat that food that you're positive to, guess what? It's going to flare your celiac or your Hashimoto's or whatever your autoimmune condition is that you have. It'll flare it up. So we want to know what foods that you can and can't eat. Gluten for sure, dairy for sure. Just stay off those. Those are the most common inflammatory foods that really seem to activate people's immune system. Celiac for sure. Get out. You can't touch it ever. You just can't if you're positive for that. And probably a good idea to get off all the cross-reactive foods and really go hardcore EIP and see if that helps. Different chemicals. The Cyrix 11 test I love. That shows all the different environmental chemical triggers like formaldehydes, the BP in plastics, which cross-reacts with your thyroid, the fire retardant ones, which are in all the new beds, and all the furniture has all those chemicals. And if they start, some people are just really sensitive to those things, and they can't they're just sensitive to those people. And those are the people that walk into the clinic and go, oh, I smell that carpet, I just can't take it. All right, so they're in certain, or go into a certain, new car, it just freaks them out, or there's something chemical that aggravates them. Probably should run it at Ray 11 to see what chemicals they're sensitive to. And we'll also have to look in pathogens, different chronic viral infections, bacterial infections, fungal infections. Sometimes those can trigger people's autoimmunity. So there's all these different triggers along with stress triggers. I mean, if you're in a bad relationship, if you're not happy in your life, if work is tough, or this whole COVID thing is getting to you, that's going to affect your autoimmunity. All right. And it also, if there is a personal susceptibility to autoimmunity too. So, for example, if you have a celiac, and we do that wheat tumor, you got boom, you got transglutaminase 2 positive. Everybody in the family should have the wheat tumor tested, because we can show maybe before you're symptomatic, so we can start doing stuff right now proactively, so you don't get into an autoimmune flare or a full-blown symptomatic. Because once it happens, sometimes then it can be hard. It can be a road of learning and healing to get you into remission. And again, the goal is to have many more good days and bad days. It really isn't a cure for autoimmunity. There isn't. It's about managing it to the best of your ability, so it doesn't attack and destroy other areas of your body, other tissues of your body. So if you like this, again, any comments are greatly appreciated. Ring the bell, and I'll be producing more videos, especially a lot of different autoimmunity, different testing, specific testing that we do too. So take care. Thanks for watching.